Don, 720. All right, Don, turn. Turn. Keep turning. All right, lean back, push down. There you go. Oh, quick. Little bit quicker. But basically that's same thing, you just gotta push out. All right? Yep, right there. Boom, push. There you go. All right. All right, I'm gonna give you some throttle and raise you up. All right, go ahead, roll over.
Like good right here?
Here, get out a little bit. All right, go ahead. You got your balance? Try and turn that way some. All right, here you go. All right, roll over.
Huh?
Roll over. You always want to roll over quickly if you're on your back. Well, yeah, you're all right. All right, go ahead. I'm gonna give you. All right. Yeah, that would have been the time to Miley. Yeah. All right. Keep going that way now. Lean forward. Almost. You're looking good. Your problem is you flew over the hose, so you put a big loop in it.
Oh, I did?
Yeah, and that's why it was so unbalanced. So if you're gonna go, if you feel yourself coming around to do a circle in front of the jet ski, try and swing wide and not do a circle. So you don't do a loop, because anytime you do a loop, you basically need to fly straight out and pull that loop out. Or you need to taxi out and pull that loop out, or you're going to deal with it feeling like it's unstable because the hose is blowing the loop out. So ultimately, I want you to try and chase the back of the jet ski. So I want you to go straight that way, and then turn, and come straight back at me. As soon as you pass the rear of the jet ski, turn your shoulders towards the rear, and then lean that way.
Okay.
All right?
I'll try.
Good. Yeah. Yeah, good. All right. Bring it in, bring it in. All right. So, are you comfortable diving? Would you like to learn how to dive?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you're looking pretty good, so...
How high am I allowed to go on that?
What?
How high was I just then?
Oh, you were probably about 8 foot, somewhere in there.
Yeah, is that allowed?
Well, once you look a little more solid towards the end, let's get through some more maneuvers.
Okay.
So, one maneuver you already were doing, where you're hovering, you're flying, and you come down to the surface of the water, and right when you get there, you go boom, and you flatten your feet out, and you come back up, right? We call that the stomp. The object of the stomp is to put all the hose in the water, but not the board. Also, the object is to bring you down lower to the water, all right? So, to do a dive, you're going to do that, right? You're going to come down, boom, 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 boom. These are your feet. So you're toeing down, you're toeing down. As soon as you get to the water, boom, you're going to flatten out on your way back up. Those first 2 or 3 feet is when you want to throw your dive, all right? So you're going to push your butt, your thighs, lower body's going to be going backwards, right? But while your lower body's going backwards, you want to take your your upper body, and stow it forward. So it's like a, you know, I mean, you're coming in, you're coming in, you're coming in, boom, you flatten out and you're going straight up, right? Yeah, so when you flatten out and you're coming straight up, that's when you're going to throw your hips, I mean your butt and your thighs, you're going to throw those backwards, but while they're going backwards, you want to take your upper body and start going forwards. What that does is it gives you a nice, good arch to your dive. And then you want, when you do dive, you want to go straight down in the water, all right? You don't want to come in at an angle and slap. You want to come straight down. There's 25 foot of water. You're not going to hit anything, so don't be worried about that. Once you go under the water, you'll naturally start curving and coming back up. When you do come out of the water, though, it's a little disoriented. Just try and remain straight, slightly on your toes. And then when you break the surface of the water, you know, just kind of keep your balance. A lot of people tend to come out of the water on their heels, so that's why I'd like for you to be a little on your toes if you can when you're coming out to the surface, all right? All right, here we go.
Get up.
Yep. So let's get the circle going. Let's do the circle. I want you to practice doing the stomp a few times.
Okay.
After you feel comfortable stomping it out, maybe like your third time, calm down, boom, stomp it. Those first 3 feet, you want to dive only about this high out of the water, you know?
Okay,
You don't want to wait till you're at the top of your hover, because then you'll have no thrust, no forward momentum. So if you do it low, you have plenty of thrust still pushing you up, so you can get up through that arch. All right? Here you go. All right. So, well, one, you didn't have your hands together. You want to make sure you put your hands together and around your head so that the water goes around you. You know, you don't want to, if you dive from any higher like this, it's going to hurt. The second thing is you kind of waited till you got to the height of your hover.
Okay, I waited too long.
Yeah, you waited too long. So you want to really get down, get all that hose in the water, then stomp it out in those first 2 or 3 feet while you're coming back up. Then you're diving.
Okay.
Because you kind of waited till you came up, you were almost to the top of your hover, and then you dove.
All right.
And then, but other than that, you got your head down, which is good. Other than that, you just kind of needed to have your body a little straighter when you were going in.
Okay. I'm gonna loop around and I'll do it.
That one you didn't get as far down as you needed.
I didn't go straight down.
Yeah, and I don't think you had your hands together again.
Sorry, dude.
It's all good, man. I'm just trying to, you know.
I'll get it before we
You know, before I take you higher though, normally I like for people to be able to properly dive. So if they get in trouble, they can dive versus slapping the water. So it's always good to know how to properly dive.
I see what you're saying.
But here's another way we can try it that some people actually have an easier way. So I want you to be flying. You're gonna stomp. You're gonna come down. You're gonna do your stomp. On your way back up, I want you to fall backwards and go like this, and dive straight down at your feet.
Okay.
So you're gonna be flying. You're gonna flatten out. You're gonna hover. You're gonna start coming up. When you're coming up, just turn and fall straight backwards. I find that when people fall backwards, it gets them more downward.
And then I do.
Yeah, do the same thing coming out. But the problem with this maneuver is the hose. So if you're going backwards, the hose is going to be behind you. So when you do it, just kind of go to the one side or the other. All right? was good. That was good. You just needed to straighten out. You're not trying to do a flip.
Right.
You're trying to just go the other direction.
Yeah, sorry.
So you kind of did a whole flip, but it looked good. Like I was like, oh yeah, he's got it. But then you kind of went all the way around.
I need to
You're just kind of gonna go like this and go that way. All right.
Alright.
That looked good. It looked good. Here we go. See, right there though, right there too. You looked. You had so much time to dive. You're like, all right. You could have dived. You could have dove though. I mean, and your body was nice and straight. Like if you would have just put them hands out and tucked your head down, it'd have been a great dive. But we had that loop there at the front.
Yeah, that's what I noticed, and I was like, okay.
Yeah,
The hose is right here.
yeah, just go that way. The hose?
No, my water.
Oh, all right. So we'll move on. All right. So there's a 360. You want to try and do a 360? Well, you got just a few minutes left. So you're 20 minutes. So to do a 360, you're gonna be up here. You're hovering. You're gonna do a 90-degree bank, coming down, coming down, coming down. You're gonna flatten out. When you flatten out, you're going to take your shoulders, you're going to throw them backwards, and you're basically going to use that momentum from your curve, from your bank, to kind of push you through the turn.
Okay.
So,
can I do that at any height? Or?
No, you want to come down to the water.
Okay.
Same as everything else. Pretty much every maneuver in flyboarding starts with coming down to the water.
Okay, that makes sense.
Watch yourself. All right, so remember. You good? All right.
I guess I did that at the wrong time.
So what you're not doing is you're not flattening out.
Okay.
You're coming down and you're just holding it, and you're holding your toes down. So you're continuing. What you got to do is you got to come down and flatten out and push those shoulders back.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna hover around.
All right, yeah. Because you got just a few minutes left.
Give me kind of a signal.
Watch out, watch out, watch out. Yeah, so if you wanna maintain a circle, and maintain forward progression, I can take you a little higher.
Okay. That won't bother me as long as I don't care if it hurts my head, as long as it's not gonna kill me.
Yeah, well, you just don't want to stop going, because when we're doing that big circle, if you stop going, you're gonna go straight up a lot higher than you want to be.
Okay.
So you just got to maintain that forward progression, all right? Better. It was better, but you still look like you ate it to the face.
Yeah, I did.
You gotta get those hands.
I'm not straightening my back out, I don't think.
Yeah, I think you. That's one thing I noticed is you're staying a little curled in.
I'm not really committed until like that last.
Yeah.
I'm actually in the water.
Yeah, and once you get in the water, you're straightening out and you're coming out fine. I know you are, because otherwise you would do a front flip.
Okay. How much time do you have left? Is that it?
Got 2 minutes. All right. A little squirrely on the approach. A little squirrely on the approach.
Yeah. That it?
Let's start heading in over there.
All right.
I'll let you try another one, but just kind of snake your way over there. Hey, Don! Don! Come straight out of the water to a dive. You ready? That first one looked good. Yeah.